Let me tell you a big secret. If people are telling you that you can't run a residential assisted living passively, they're lying to you. Let's dig in. In the United States right now, there are 76 million baby boomers. The number one dilemma for these baby boomers? Housing. That dilemma can be your opportunity. Welcome to the Assisted Living Network podcast, where you can discover how just one residential assisted living home could secure your financial future forever. Hey, it's Isabelle from the Assisted Living Network. How can the income from an RAL be considered passive? Well, what is passive income? According to money.com, passive income is money that you make without doing a lot of active work. No duh. Now, some people will say that means less than 40 hours a month, or some feel that means doing no work at all whatsoever, like mailbox money. We can all have our own definitions, but I'm going to work off money.com's definition for the sake of this episode. Without doing a lot of active work is what they say. So maybe that's not a time frame. Maybe it's about what you're doing. Does working 5 hours a week fit into passive income for you? This is around 20 hours a month, and most people work 40 hours a week or 160 hours a month. So cutting that in an eighth, that seems pretty passive to me. I mean, I don't know about you, but come on. It definitely still gives you time to work another job if you wanted to, or just relax and enjoy that time freedom so you can wake up and do whatever you want. Now, hear me loud and clear. When I'm talking about residential assisted living, I'm not saying that the business or the industry in general is passive. Someone has to do the work of caring for the seniors 24/7. But it does not have to be you as the owner or operator of the home. Does that make sense? Let's dig in. So what would you even be doing during those 5 hours a week? Well, for me and for all of my team who owns and operates care homes, right? We're mostly doing weekly manager calls. We're doing check-ins. Sometimes they send us written reports of what's been going on in the home, who's passed on, who's moving in, what marketing efforts we have going on, if team members are coming or going, different things of that nature. Maybe monthly staff meetings, specialty community events, doing payroll, bookkeeping, things of that nature, possibly marketing oversight, and then reviewing and updating internal documents. So what else needs to be done? Well, the administrator will typically be responsible for hiring, onboarding, firing, training all of the caregivers. And this includes dealing with no-shows, discipline, reschedules, and HR reviews. They'll probably also be keeping up to date with local regulation changes, policies and procedures, keeping them up to date, doing compliance checks with the state and the fire marshal as needed, as well as marketing. They're building relationships in the community. They're hosting tours with the families. They're working to fill those beds. And then they're dealing with incoming phone calls, maybe email monitoring, of course, welcoming our new residents and dealing with the onboarding paperwork, as well as medical collaboration with doctors or nurses who work with that resident. When it comes to independent contractors, they are welcoming into the home maybe people who do therapy, pharmacy, home health, hospice, or activities companies, maybe even some private chefs. They're also in charge of creating menus, grocery shopping, or buying supplies within the home. Of course, the caregivers are the direct line of care for the residents. They communicate with the families, they possibly cook, clean, do activities, and take care of household things like laundry. So if I don't have to physically be there, if I don't have to deal with call-outs because my administrator handles it, if I don't have to take care of residents because my caregivers do it, and I get to spend less than 5 hours a week managing the business, you tell me, is that passive or no? The reason many people say it's not passive is because A, they've chosen to do the work themselves within the home, and they've told themselves a lie, saying that they are the only one who can do the job, or that they're going to do the job for just 1 year, and then they'll hire somebody else when they're making more money. This is a lie. Okay, you need to set your business up from the beginning how you want it to be in 5 years, or you will get stuck there. Okay? I've seen it happen over and over again. Or B, they think they can't afford to hire an administrator because their margins are too tight. And this is just not good business. If you're building a business that isn't going to cash flow unless you work in it, you're not building a business, honey. You're building a job. And you need to rework the numbers or this is not viable. So don't let anyone lie to you and say that you have to work in the business. You can absolutely be hands-off and be passive in this industry, but it all comes down to systems, expectations, and team. And if you've got things like this on lock, you can be like me and all the other experts who teach and train at the Residential Assisted Living Academy how to do this. Keep in mind, being hands-off allows you to open an RAL home anywhere you want, even out of state. Remember, 31% of care home owners are remote owners. You can live where you want and invest where makes sense. If you want to learn more, check out RAL101.com. You can start for free today. Don't forget to like and share this episode and follow us wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Thanks for listening to the Assisted Living Network.